I'm not inspired. Hello, comrades. Hello, comrades. You're doing a magnificent job. And by the grace of God, I know that this Nigeria is a new Nigeria, and nothing and no one is going to pull us down. Thank you so much. I'm out. Auntie Didi.
Hello, darling.
Love you. How are you? You keep calling my name. Stop calling me.
What do I call you?
Kisses. Well done.
Tell me how do I pronounce your name?
You pronounce it perfectly.
Perfect. Yes. Okay. Great.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, it's good to hear from you, darling. It's good to hear from you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Mo.
One day we're going to have to see your face, but at least today we heard your voice. Okay, good one. And I think this is a fantastic introduction. To be able to laugh and hear each other shows one thing, that we're brothers and sisters. We're connected by the bond of love and unity. Israel, Oche, welcome. Justin, good to have you here. Victoria, as always. Joel, Comrade Joel Oche, welcome. And then, of course, we have
good evening, sir.
Good evening, my brother. Good to have you here. Thank you, Ginger Media, for doing what the movement, Nigeria, and making us proud. It's another beautiful day to be here. That we can laugh in the middle of war. That we can smile in the middle of pain. Yeah, that we can sigh and still eat in the midst of, you know, the almost unspoken deprivation that is going on. Shows one thing, that we are human. That's what it means. That we can cry and also laugh at the ignorance and the naivety and the evil and the wickedness of our people. Because after all is said and done, we're still one family. You know, we're still one family. And that is why we're never going to stop, because now family, they fight. Now family, they fight. And this is to say that we're never going to get to the point where we're going to get out of line. Because what some of our brothers and sisters want to do is to make sure we get out of line. And we're never going to get out of line. Okay, we're never going to get to the point of killing them. We're never going to get to the point of hurting them. We're only going to continue to hold them accountable and responsible. That's all we were going to do, you know. But what these wicked brothers and sisters of ours wants us to do is to get to the point where we lose our humanity. We're never going to get there. We're never, ever going to get there. So yeah, we're going to smile because we know that at the end of the day, change is going to come. At the end of the day, we'll get to the point where, you know, like they say, we'll hold them down and ensure that they do the right thing. And so in the midst of all that we're going through as a nation, in the midst of all the evil, in the midst of all we're seeing, can you imagine that some people are bent on paying billions to the judges? I heard, you know, what is the Rivers man doing in Abuja in the last 48 hours? Spending all Rivers money in billions to ensure that people do the wrong thing. To ensure that people do the wrong thing. And this is why we keep saying that we will have to keep inspiring ourselves and motivating people to get to the point where you grow above greed, above need, and above fear. These are three fundamental things that we as free Nigerians, we say that's why when we talk about the Free Nigeria movement, it has to do with all youth groups, all women groups, angry groups, you know, all all support groups, beyond religious, beyond ethnicity, beyond region. you know, to a free Nigerian citizen, a citizen of people that are free, free to speak, free to say your mind, free to be a full-blooded Nigerian, free to be yourself, free to abide by the Constitution. Oh yeah, this is what it means, that you are a person of honor, a person who, even though you have needs, you know how to put your needs under. Even though you have fear, you know how to confront your fears. Even though everyone has some level of greed, you know how to put it under. You know how to control it. You know how to appropriate it. This is what it's about. The rest of the people who try to cause havoc and ensure that they go out of line, it is because they have lost the control of fear, of need, and of greed. And today, we're taking our protest to all the evil people who are bent on destroying us. They destroy us abroad. They don't consider that we are different. They don't see the difference between Ghanaians, South Africans, Liberians, Rwandese, and Nigerians. What they see is our color. They come against our color and they kill us. But those who kill us at home, if you know what they do, they divide us along the lines of religion, ethnicity, and region. That's what they do. When they look at our number, when they look at the power of the young people, all they see are calculations, evil calculations, and how to use us to snatch ballot boxes, to grab ballot boxes, to run away with it. They look at us and they divide us along the lines of need, of fear, of greed, of intimidation, of suppression. And we need to speak the truth to ourselves, speaking truth to power, so we can raise and rise in the level of the challenges that are ahead of us. Because head or tail, we are going to win. And so we have been here. This is day 51 or 52. Wow. 53. Wow. Wow. Simply wow. And I commend everybody who has been there on the ground. Yesterday, day before yesterday, you went to National Assembly. National Assembly, you have become such a mess. How can you make laws and your own laws are broken and you say nothing? Even you yourself, you break your own law. That is the lowest level of humanity, that you set standards, but you yourself break it. How could you do that? Wasting our money, wasting our hard-earned money. So I speak to National Assembly. I remember we came to you to speak to you, and we're also speaking to you. Have you lost your values? Have you lost your humanity? You're such a disappointment. You are supposed to be an arm of government, not subservient to the executive, because you're part of the executive. But you lower the guards. Shame on you and all the young people and all those who have voted into the place, into the National Assembly, who have let us down. Shame on you. You're one of those who have made our name useless in the Committee of Nations. And you're going to be thrown out anyway, because we will recall you. We're only going to reward those who are standing up. Oh, yeah. So that's our protest today. And we've been doing so fine. So today, speak truth to power wherever you are. You know, we're here. And I want to just say a big, thank you to all those who have been consistent. Thank you for holding up. You're actually the ones holding up Nigeria's spirit. Every one of you here, I know that you've been told one thing or the other, but you refuse to bow because you are a champ. You are indeed the champion of Nigeria's democracy. You're holding forth and holding on because head or tail, we are going to win. And so today, everyone is going to speak today. Everyone. And we're going to start from Ndidi right away. Yeah, as always. So yes, take the mic, and when you're done speaking, pass it to the next person. That's how we're going to roll today. God bless you.
Okay, good evening, my fellow comrades, and welcome to this very, very unique protest that we have every night. To be honest with you, I'm just so low again today, because it's like every day it kind of dawns on me and us that what is going on in Nigeria is real. That the problems we have are actually real problems, that we are not making this up every single day. I mean, one of our boys was beaten up today. One of our boys, our flag boy, came up, I think, I'm not sure if it was today, but he brought it up on a platform that he was beaten by a police officer and who ripped off his clothes. Okay. So it's just such a shame, and it kind of brings back the reality of what we are facing every single day in our country. When is it going to stop? Is it even ever going to stop? Are we going to allow this to continue? Nigeria is a mess. Nigeria is a mess at the moment, and we have to keep speaking because giving up is not an option. Giving up is not an option because our reality is staring us in the face, and we just have to keep fighting. We have to fight for those people that are not able to fight for themselves. The marginaries on the streets, all those young people that have qualifications, that went to universities and they came out, they have graduated from the universities. They have been graduates in Nigeria for years, and yet they don't have any job to do. We need to speak out for people like that, for our children, for our young people, our mothers, pregnant women, people that are not well, that don't have all those opportunities that these crooks have to leave the country to get a better treatment for themselves, because we don't have hospitals in Nigeria that actually work. We need to keep speaking. We need to keep it. Even when I'm so tired, that is when I even dig and find the strength to continue to speak. So this is what I'm going to be speaking about this evening. It's just so frustrating, but we need to continue. So on behalf of this young man, James, and all the youths that that have actually gone to university and qualified, all those children on the streets begging for money, all the people that are not well in hospitals and are suffering and they are not able to get the treatments that they have. That's who I'm speaking about tonight. And I'm calling on the judiciary, if they're listening to this, to know that these are people I'm speaking about. So if they listen to my voice tonight, they must do the right thing. They must do the right thing. We are all human beings. They have children as well. So this is just my plea tonight. Thank you very much. I yield the mic, and I'm handing over to Amy. Amy, I hand over to you. Amy, are you there? Amy?
Yes, I'm here. Yes, I'm here.
Thank you, Amy. I'm handing over to you.
Okay, Auntie.
From me,
good evening, everybody. Good evening, everybody. And thank you all for everything you've done. I don't want to talk much because Anthony Didi, as you were talking, I felt like crying, and I don't know how to express myself, because when I get very angry, I start crying. You know, people are actually dying. People are actually, and the hospitals are not even working. And then when they are sick, they leave everybody here and go abroad. You can't build hospitals. You can't build roads. You can't build schools. You can't build jack. And you eat the resources of the nation, this beautiful, rich nation. How dare you? Are you not afraid? Are you not afraid of God? If you think you can get away with it, this time you're not going to get away with it, because God is going to intervene. I believe absolutely in the power of the supernatural, and you're not going to get away with it. And I'm speaking to the judiciary. If you think you're going to do the wrong thing, guess what? God is going to come after you, and Nigeria will be fine. Nigeria will be hale and healthy in the name of Jesus that I serve. So you guys can do anything. He will come after you. He will come after you. So you better do the right thing. You'll be warning you and warning you and warning. We've begged, we've done everything. How can you be so wicked? How can you be so wicked? You loot the treasury. You loot the resources. You loot the land. You kill the people. Ever since I was born, it's the same story. No power, no this, no food. Now everything is just getting worse. And you think you can smile and get away with it? This time you will not, because you are cursed, and you are cursed with your own hands. You are cursed with your own hands. God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Thank you so much, Amy. Thank you. Victoria, are you there?
Hello, good evening, everyone. We have come again today. We will not stop protesting because of our corrupt leaders. We've come out again to protest against all the evil things they've been doing in Nigeria. And we say it must stop. It must stop, because we want a better place. We want a peaceful Nigeria. We want a place where our children will be going to school and they will have books. If you go to the schools now, there is no library. The library is there with cockroach and rats because there is no books. Go to school, no chair. The children are still sitting on their floor. My son came back from school with he torn his trouser was torn. I said, what happened? He said, nail on the chair. In our villages, you cannot go to village. Yet we have leaders that care nothing about the killing. Leaders that care nothing about those that are sick because they have money in their pocket, they can fly abroad. We are protesting these days because there was no election in Nigeria, but selection. And we want justice to be done. We want a better Nigeria. We want the government, judiciary, to do the right thing, at least for this one. They should leave a legacy. They should leave a good name. That we pray and we call upon them. They should fear no one. Do the needful. The youth will dare to back you up. If you collect money, you can eat it, but do the right thing. This is what we are praying. This is what we are asking them to do. Just this one, to give us our mandate. Because we can't afford to lose this time around. We've been sleeping. Now we are awake. Now our eyes has opened. We say no to cheating. We say no to corruption. We say no to killing human beings like animals. We have no peace in Nigeria, yet our police, the forces have been taken out for peacekeeping when our people are dying, and it's nothing to the government. The government feel it's right to kill human beings. I don't know, maybe they're drinking our blood for their rituals, but this time we say no. We say no to killing. We want to respect human beings. Nigeria is now a place where human being is not being respected. They don't care about the masses. They don't care about the villagers. They don't care. Look, before, when I was young, I used to see government sharing fertilizer for farmers. Now, nothing. A bag of fertilizer now is up to 30,000 naira. A poor man in the village cannot afford 30,000 naira to buy a bag of fertilizer. How many plots of land will you use the fertilizer? Even the fertilizer is not even good. Some of the fertilizer, when you put it on your farm, it burns your crops. We want a better Nigeria. We want a better Nigeria, and our eyes now is looking onto our judiciary. They should do the right thing. Thank you. I yield the mic.
Thank you so much. Let's keep bearing it out and speaking truth to power. Ralph Banky, are you there? Ralph Banky. Ralph, if you're there, it'll be a good time for you to protest here today. Otherwise, I'll go straight to Comrade Tese Samson Anande. Comrade, are you ready?
Yes, thank you, Doctor.
As always.
Thank you, everyone. You see, the situation of Nigeria, today my camera is off, and maybe if you can hear my voice, I'm a little bit indisposed, but I am here protesting, doing the needful, which is a simple thing to do. But these are the things that are so big to our leaders that a matter of a president extending his visit for 1 week just for a dentist. These are insults. I don't know even when they put out this kind of information, I don't know whether they think that other people from other countries don't listen to what they say, or themselves, they don't listen to it, or they think that Nigerians were all fools and stupid. How can a president of a nation extend a stay for 1 full week just to see a dentist? Are they doing a complete reconstructing his whole mouth to put new teeth that he will extend a visit? And it's so shameful that a president of a country is going to stay in another person's land for 1 week to see a dentist. And if you check, that dentist is a Nigerian, that doctor might be a Nigerian in a foreign land, but they cannot even fix the health situation here to be able to take care of them and their people. But they are quick, just like the other sister that just spoke. The moment they feel any pain, they jet out. The moment they feel any pain, they jet out. On borrowed money, the same Buhari that is about to leave, 20 days, he's asking for 800 million or to be borrowed again in the name of palliative for subsidy removal. Subsidy, you have suspended subsidy. You have suspended subsidy, shift it to the next government. But the palliatives, you are still fighting that they should approve and be released. Is this not a blatant daylight robbery? And this is the reason why they fight, they do everything, they bribe every person, they do whatever to go into power. It's not to go there for service, just to go and scam the people and live big and live large. And then when they are retiring, they will do some bogus laws to give them a pension that they will be. When Buhari had only 150 cows, since we knew Buhari, every year he contest election or do anything, he would declare 150 cows. That is to show you that even as a businessman, he is not even, his business has never grown beyond 150 cows that he inherited. Every time it's 150 cows. With 150 cows, even buy him a ticket to the UK and to be extending his visit for dentist. all his children have gone to school abroad. They came back, all of them are heading the parastatus in the that is department in the NNPC. That is the NNPC that is the center of corruption. But it's Mr. Integrity. No corruption. Other people's children have finished school, they are celebrating stupid NYSC of 50 years. People are busy posting pictures on the internet, but they cannot come out and protest. Some of them are graduated 15 years. They have not even seen a job. The only job they get is to go and be on social media and be supporting criminal politicians. And then they give them 1,000 to put data. The National Assembly now, all of them, now they are talking about their regions, the justice for the nation. Justice for who? There is justice for nobody. It is justice for themselves because now they have schemed them out. They have schemed some of them out, and now they are doing their shambori. Each and every one of them that they are talking there, if all of them, if they go there, they will still be a rubber stamp because they are all corrupt and they are part of the problem. If they refuse to do the bidding, they will put EFCC on them and bring them down to start doing the bidding. So the judiciary, you guys, if you cannot save Nigeria, this is the final bus stop of Nigeria. And if you guys give judgment to these criminals, then this one is not a threat or anything that you guys will start blackmailing people like you have been blackmailing Labour Party vice presidential candidate, that you have ended democracy and you cannot hold nobody liable for what will come after you still judgment and give to other people, because you guys will be setting Nigeria for its end. Thank you.
Absolutely so, and rightly so. What do we have here? Okay, Banky is out. Fantastic. Okay, we have Cecilia. Cecilia, please go ahead.
Good evening, comrade. I'm taking my protest this evening to Nigerians. I take every other person, these leaders. Take, for instance, you have a mad person. You have maybe a loved one who is mad. The shame, that mad person does not feel any shame. That mad person is unconscious. The person is unconscious. It's you, the loved ones, who is still with your consciousness. You are the ones to rescue that person. So I take my protest to Nigerians that are suffering. We should still have our consciousness to rise up and say no to this evil government. We should rise up and say no to what Mahmoud is doing. We should rise up and say no to what Mahmoud has done and what President Buhari is doing. And what the Milokon care is the names. They just want the names, the positions, the fame. That's all that they want. Even on dying bed, they want the fame. So Nigerians that are still normal, what are we doing? We are quiet. What are we doing? Our voices are not heard. Where are the over 200 million Nigerians? Where are they that are prisoners? We have become comfortable prisoners. They say the person that is hard to liberate, whoever is comfortable in your captivity is hard to liberate. Nigerians have remained comfortable in this captivity. And again, the second person I'm taking this protest to is my principal, my president. I know he will become my president. I'm convinced he will become my president. And so I don't understand what my president is doing. Like I don't understand. we should take this protest to him. I want us to take this protest and locate him and go and cry and shout. He should tell us what is happening. Yesterday we were at the court and they came out to say that our legal team asked for adjournment for 1 week, like from Wednesday to Wednesday. We don't even have the time. Why are we staying 1 week? Like 1 week. I don't understand. So I seem not to, I'm just confused. Nigerians are not coming out to the streets. They are not talking because we are afraid. I keep saying that, and every time I have the opportunity to talk to anybody, I keep saying that, see, it's still not about Obio. It's about me. It's about my children. It's about our unborn children. It's about a country we can call our own. When you're traveling at the airport, when they see your passport, oh, the great passport, the almighty Nigeria, sarcastically, that's what we have become. The almighty green passport. And they will be smiling. They will be laughing at us. You could see the laugh in their faces. How on earth are we comfortable where we are? How on earth will we not allow our voices to be heard? How on earth? Whether or not they will respect our voices, but our voices should be heard wherever we are. Whenever I sit with someone and they say it's about Obi, I say it's not about Obi. Are you comfortable in what you are doing? Are you comfortable in what you're doing? Your rights as a citizen have been taken away from you. We can't go anywhere. We cannot move. There's no freedom of association. There's no freedom of movement. There's no freedom of speech. We can't do anything again. We are not free anywhere. There's no food anywhere because people farming can't farm again. And we are quiet. We say we are living lives. They have pushed us to the wall. And here we are cracking hole in the wall. Instead of us to come and resist it, we are not cracking hole. We want to enter the wall. Nigerians, come out and talk. Come out and speak. This is not life that we are living. Whether you talk or you don't talk, we should stop pretending that we are living a life. Nobody is living a life here. By the time it has all consumed us, whatever you're doing, be it the church, be it the mosque, be it the north, be it the east, be it the south, you will be consumed. You can't do that your business again, no. When this country is consumed, oh, I don't want to come out, I'm doing my small business. So that business, you can't do it again because this country is sitting on a gunpowder. It will explode very shortly. It's going to explode. Say, the judiciary, do the right thing. Rescue yourself. Rescue yourself. Rescue yourself from this mess. It is time for you to stand up and do the right thing. Thank God for the judgment of Adeleke, that the Supreme Court has said that it must tally with the beaver. You should listen and do the right thing. Nigerians and the world is watching you. Do the right thing because your life, your children's life, your children's unborn life, they are all at stake. No matter where we run to, this is our country. We'll definitely come back here. If we don't have a country, outside there they'll be treating us like slaves. But when you have a country, and a country that has a reputation, a country that cares for its citizens, even if you go outside, they will respect you. They will respect you. We don't have a country. Nigerians, come out. This is the last opportunity we have to still call this thing a country. If come 29th May, anything happens otherwise than the mandate that Nigeria, we know who we voted for. We know who we voted for. Nigerians know who they voted for. So if you know that you know who you voted for, come out and speak up. Come out, let the judiciary see you and speak up on who you voted for. We know who we voted for on 25th of February. We voted and we know who we voted. They maimed us, they lacerated us, they beat us, they intimidated us, they harassed us, run away, catch it. And we still came out to vote. Nigerians, come out from where you are and speak up. Come out, come Wednesday. We are going to go and let the judiciary see us, let the world see us. Let us speak up. Please, we shouldn't be comfortable in our captivity. We are all in captivity. We are in captivity. These things they call leaders. These things, these cabals, these devils have put every one of us in captivity. Nobody is free. If you say you are free where you are lying. You must be lying because we buy things from the same market. We buy food from the same filling station. We move on the same roads that are unsafe. We fly in the air that we cannot even buy ticket again to fly. We buy the same thing. Nobody has a different market. Whether a Muslim, whether a Christian, whether a traditionalist, APC, PDP, everybody we are in it. So nobody is free. Nobody is exempted. We should stop pretending. Let us come out and speak up. Let's come out and speak up so that our mandate will be restored. Let the judiciary restore our mandate. Thank you so much.
Whoa. This is such a rounded protest today. A very, very compact and a rounded protest. I wish you were closing it on this mark, but we still have some of our comrades here. You took the protest to everywhere. This is what protest really is about. Take it everywhere. Thank you so much, Comrade Cecilia. I mean, that was just so much on point. Thank you. Thank you. Dr. Moses, you're here. Dr. Moses, are you there?
Doctor, good evening.
Good evening, my brother.
Well, I'm happy to be with you this evening. Sometimes it's not worth talking on phone or in meetings like this, but because I'm overwhelmed with happiness, I was online in the morning on YouTube. I've heard you in the morning, and today I said I must join you guys in the evening. We are doing this protest in different ways. Those who are very close to Abuja are helping us to do the physical protest, while some of us who are far away from Abuja are doing it in our own ways. Maybe you must have heard we have filed a case against the INEC chairman. I am a principal petitioner in that case. I think the High Court has not granted us audience yet, but I stake my neck to be part of that petition. It's also part of the protest in a very official manner. We are still waiting for any court to be assigned or any judge to be assigned for that case, because I abandoned my family for over 2 months to 3 months. I was in villages, moving from one spot to the other. I know what I passed through concerning this obedient movement. And at the end of the day, I still have put my neck to danger, even in the midst of those who are very close to me, but in other political parties. I never bother about anything. I was right there present to be killed because in my own presumption, if I died for a just cause, I am vindicated rather than to die for an unjust cause. But at the end of the day, I was happy. The turnout for the election was very, very encouraging. We won, yes, we won Benue for Obi, but because of some fraudulent people who are hell-bent, just like the last speaker had said, the cabal that believe that nothing should work and nothing will work in Nigeria decided otherwise. But when the court, I'm happy the tribunal, the lawyers, our lawyers are doing well, and God's willing, the judgment from the Supreme Court, which has set a very powerful precedent as far as jurisprudence is concerned, is one of the reasons why our lawyers decided to call for a judgment, because some of the process from that particular judgment. And so at least a precedent has been set, not from a lower court, but from the superior court in the land. So I'm wondering what the tribunal will do otherwise from the precedent that has been set by the Supreme Court. That has been my joy since the day I heard of that judgment. We'll see what will happen. We are still putting our heads together to file another case. And this time is going to be a case that will be like the mother of all cases, apart from the petition by appeal. But these are things we'll only discuss in privacy. So we are protesting. Sometimes if you guys don't see some of us in the physical protest, does not mean we have neglected you. We are doing it in other ways. And God's willing, we will all succeed. We are pursuing one goal, but in different direction. And I'm sure at the end, we'll laugh last. Thank you very much, guys. I appreciate you.
Thank you, Dr. Anungu Moses. Thank you for protesting. We've said it over and over again that when you go to court, it is protesting. When you go to prayer ground, it is protesting. When you come out on the street, it is protesting. When you write letter, it is protesting. When you get on Zoom, when you get on your Facebook, when you get on your Twitter, they are all form of protesting. Yes, we acknowledge that. It's just that you would also agree while all of that is going on, it is important. And particularly, we were very encouraged by people who are not within the Abuja metropolis who are doing one thing or the other. But we encourage everyone in Abuja. When we did the 1 million march, we want that kind of crowd to come out on the 17th, because with that backing, it's going to be a heavy statement that can turn the tides together with all the other parties that is going on. So yes, thank you so much for standing in and giving us a feedback report. This is part of what this online protest is about. And we're so happy to have you here. Ralph, are you ready? Ralph Banky. Okay. Your network permits you, you can. Otherwise, we'll take okay. Banky, I think because the other time I see that the lighting was bad. Okay. Aside that, I mean, this is what it's about. And if anybody wants to speak here and protest, you can raise your hands and then we would pass the mic to you. Otherwise, I'm going to be, as part of the protest schedule, I know that it's going to continue. It's important for some things to be said, as regarding what's going on right now. Okay, what's your name, my brother? Because you don't seem to be able to write your name on your profile, but you can tell us your name and introduce yourself properly and follow the cue. 899, are you there? Okay, if you're not there, I'm going to have to help your mic and mute it for you. So when you're ready, you can talk. But it's such, I'm going to call on Tese, but before that, I want to say that we keep it 1 hour because it's important to understand that this is a marathon. And I'm glad that Dr. Moses is here and you listen to what he said. It's a long haul. And therefore, it is always important to keep it within that because we're not going to stop. We're not about to stop. We're going to keep doing this. We've been doing this. We're going to keep doing this until everything that we have on the agenda is answered, until when we see Nigeria rises to the pinnacle of power, the pinnacle of stability, the pinnacle of open democracy, the pinnacle of good education, of universal health, of all the things of sustainability in every ramification. We're never going to stop. We're going to keep on with it until we get to the point where our presidents can go to eye clinic in Aso Villa and fix their eyes and their ears. After 8 years, Buhari has delivered to us Buhari cannot even fix his teeth in Nigeria. After all he said, Buhari can't fix his teeth. When he's eating meat and he hands on his teeth, he'll go to London for them to go and remove it.
Very sad.
Too sad. What kind of a mess is that? How do you even begin to explain that? And now we're having another one again, who is going to come in to continue pumping our monies out for another hospital tourism. For how long? At a time in the world where young people, Macron was not even 40 when he became the president of France. At a time, at a digital age of the world, this is what we are having? Such a monstrous shame. Unbelievable. And we're taking our protest to those police people who went to beat up Flag Boy today. You see, shame on you. You're as useless as it comes. That you would you tore the Nigerian flag and seized it. What you did, you should be shot in the shooting range for denigrating Nigeria today. Shame on you for wearing that uniform. When you wear the uniform, uniform of police, the reason why when you stand and you tell people to stop and they stop is because the entire authority of the Nigeria's presidency sits on that uniform. And then you just took it to the cleaners today. Tese, please go ahead before we have Ned Gideon.
Okay, Dr. Mo, exactly the last point you mentioned, because I just saw the post of Comrade Mazen Jende that he just shared. When I saw that, I just said, let me talk about this, because I didn't see it before the time I spoke. My mind fled off. I was set on fire, because this is the height of evil in the nation. But I do not blame the Nigeria. I do not even blame them, because first of all, the Nigerian police, right from the colonial masters, it was set to oppress the people. It was set to protect the colonial masters. And after the colonial masters left, they were further empowered and set up to protect the criminals. That is the reason why a police commissioner will come and sit by the side of a wreck and empower him to announce an illegality. Today, they are talking about only the wreck, and even the wreck itself, it has gone to silence as usual. Nobody will hear about what happens to him. A police commissioner will come and sit to empower a criminal to announce an illegality. The same police were the ones that sat behind criminal Yakubu to empower him to announce illegality. It is the same police that 14 of them will gather behind one politician and their wives and their children and be carrying umbrellas and women handbags to the market. So in the first place, they are not, the police is not set up to protect the citizens. That is why the citizens will be killed. Every time they attack a politician, you will never hear that the politician is dead. Still, here is the people that will accompany the politician will die. Because of what? The police will shield them, and innocent people will die, and these people will continue to live to perpetuate their act. So what the police did, I cannot even call it a shame. I cannot call it any other thing else than to say that they are doing the job they are paid to do. Because these pigs, these criminals are not out there to protect you. They are not out there to protect me. They are not out there to protect even the rule of law. They are out there to protect the breakers of law, because they are the people that pays them. And in any case, They are the people that even also give them the license to be criminals themselves, to be collecting bribes everywhere, killing people because they refuse to give their 20,000. So if somebody is out there to fight for a good Nigeria, where even them, their criminality will be rendered worthless, they will do everything to brutalize the person. But I'm saying that a new Nigeria is possible, and we'll fight for it. And even this criminal police, we change them, either their mentality, or we change them and employ a better Nigeria police. Thank you.
Absolutely so. Absolutely. Thank you. And who is, because I'm trying so much to ensure that I can hear you. We only see the number there, but I can't hear you at all. You know, and I know you're trying to talk. I guess your network is not that good. But Comrade Joel Oche, please, you're going to take like 2 minutes, and then Ned will take 2 minutes as we round up today. A lot has been said, and we'll have to.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
It's unfortunate that I ran out of data. That is why I was thrown off the network. I have to struggle to get myself back. I have to struggle to get data. Having said so, I want to throw my voice again against Nigerian police. It is quite unfortunate that the Nigerian police did not know that the young man that he beat today, brutalized, was trying to help him out. Nigerian police of rank and file, if you find out where that policeman from, maybe from Middle Belt, out of this 6 states in Middle Belt, it's unfortunate that he didn't understand. If not, he would have pulled off his uniform to join the Free Nigeria movement. If you understood the evil that the senior police officer do to them, he should have done that. The allowances are hijacked. All manners of allowances, from uniform allowance, promotion allowance, wardrobe allowance, even every of our allowances are housing allowances. They are all hijacked. Nigerian police, please learn. That young man that you beat today is suffering for your freedom, not only for his own freedom. That is that for Nigerian police. And again, I want to remind judiciary on this issue of mandatory 25% is a constitutional matter, and it's boldly written in Nigeria Constitution, section 134. Be part of it categorically stated that he who that will be announced as a winner of presidential election must have scored the highest votes and has 25% in 25 states, including FCT. So that is mandatory, that even though you score highest number of votes and you don't have 25% in FCT, then you are not to be announced or returned as a winner of a presidential election. So Constitution is clear about that. Judiciary should not demand for any evidence, and they should not waste our time on that. Then again, for the joint tickets, the Electoral Act of 2022 is also clear about it. Provision 34, the issue with Shettima has already breached the provision of section number 34. So I call for his disqualification, including his boss, Tinubu. They have no right to, hold the highest office of the land. Finally, I want to also talk to Nigeria youth again and again. Nigeria youth, don't mingle yourself with this bunch of criminals. Their children are not in this country. Their children are not suffering as you are suffering today. Today, I step out to buy something. I don't want to eat sugary something, so I decided to go for Bambara nut. I was surprised that they gave me Bambara nut for 100 naira as if it's for 50 naira or 20 naira. I have to change my mind. I went also for granite. The same time, I said, wow, look at where APC government have brought us into. Now Buhari is going up and down, less than few days to leave office, and he's going up and down, looking to borrow more money, to throw us into more abject poverty and also high burden of debt. So I call on Nigerian youth to stand with Free Nigeria movement to ensure that the right thing is done. For Mahmoud, having murdered and also marred our electoral process, murder our democracy, I call again this evening that he should be sacked, he should be arrested and jailed for 40 years. I therefore call on International Court of Justice to help us out in this matter. I call UN to help us in this matter. I heard that ECOWAS is taking sides. ECOWAS, don't drag Nigeria into civil war. You have no capacity. You have no capacity, ECOWAS. I tell you, you have no capacity to host any refugee. So ECOWAS, please take stand and let the right thing be done. This is my prayer this evening. May God help us. Thank you.
Thank you, comrade, as always. Today you hit the nail pungently on every head. ECOWAS, we have taken our protest to ECOWAS, even physically. Over 1,000 of us surrounded ECOWAS and were received by all the highest ranking officers. You saw what is happening even in just Sudan. Can you see the number of Nigerians in Sudan? Much less if anything should go wrong. We've come to the end, but let's take Emmanuel Chukwu and then a minute from Ned before we quickly call it a day here. Emmanuel Chukwu, please go ahead.
Thank you very much, Doctor. I appreciate. Good evening, obedient personalities. I just want to add my voice for less than a minute, and I will be directing mine to the judiciary. I will use this medium to call on Nigerian judiciary to live up to the expectations of Nigerians, by ensuring transparent justice is delivered on this matter, because we are not going to take anything other than transparency. Nigerians are not going to take anything other than transparency, so they shouldn't stain their names. Nigerian judiciary should not in any way paint their name with black, because it will reflect on their children and their children yet unborn. So I will appeal to Nigerian judiciary to do the right thing, because God Almighty is watching them and the world at large is watching them. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's straight to the point. Ned, do you have a word, or we can go for today and then you can, okay, Ned, go ahead.
Yeah.
Please, 60 seconds.
First,
because I know you are a very angry young person.
I want to ask if this is how low we stood, this is how low we've come, that we desecrate the Nigerian flag with no remorse, with no regards, it happens during the EndSARS. So the one to spill blood on the Nigeria flag has turned to a norm. It has turned to something that have come to be that even have no respect for the Nigeria flag or something. Because when Flag Boy called me today and he was telling me about his ordeal, I was very pissed. And I was not only pissed because I was so pissed that I was not there. And there was no video trace of what happened, and I was so angry. In fact, I'm still very, very angry. I really wish everything could clear back, and maybe I'll have an opportunity to be there. But of course, what happened. But I won't say that Nigerian police, majority of the Nigerian police have made throughout this journey of the protest of the new Nigerian and pursuit for the new Nigerian and everything. They've always been on our side. They've always been supporting this movement. They've always been supporting the new Nigeria that we will be fighting for. So I'm very surprised to hear this. And I'll say, of course, they are the ones that are being paid by the Agbados. That's exactly what I want to believe. But that aside, my protest this evening, in fact, it's not even a protest, it's my anger this evening is going straight down to the support groups, to the Labour Party people, to the women leaders. I want to say a very big thank you to someone like Obi and not for doing what she do, but for the other women leaders who expect stipends, who expect them to be tipped. Some even have the guts to ask you, what is it that you have for us? For them to come out, are you crazy or something? Is something wrong with you? For you want to be tipped 1,000 naira for you to come out and protest for country that you yourself will benefit more? I don't just get it. Even the youth leaders and all that, most of them are just folding their hands and do you think folding hands will actually get us out of this mess? Do you think people in Sri Lanka, do you think they have two heads? Do you think they have a spare life at home? What's wrong with us? What's the matter with us? Why can't we just stand up? Why can't we just get this done? This in fact, I used to say that the time is now. If there's been any time I've been saying that the time is now, it's more serious now than ever. From the facts on ground, there's nothing stopping Mr. Agbado for being sworn in. And the only thing that stands between him being sworn in and this is we. And like I would say, Dr. Moore always say that the highest office in Nigeria is not the office of the presidency, it's office of the people. And the problem is that the people have refused to know how powerful their office is. They've refused to utilize this. And the worst part is that these Agbados people, this in fact, the government themselves, President Muhammadu Buhari is very, very scared of we the people. But we the people don't even know our words. We don't even know what we stand for. We don't even know what we can do. We don't even know the power we will. So I don't just get it. When people just sit back and they're expecting to be begged to come out and all that, it's very annoying and very, very depressing. I have a lot of things to say, but I actually happen to come in late. I'm very, very angry this evening. And my anger goes mostly to the Labour Party people, goes to the PDP people, goes to, because I know in the support groups back then during the campaign, we have people who are actually APCs and PDPs and all that are actually in the obedient movement. My protest, my anger is even going towards the obedient movement. What the hell is wrong with you guys? Why can't you guys come out? What we expect is actually a flood, a tsunami in Abuja. How comes someone from Kano will come to Abuja to protest, will come from Niger State, will come from Nasarawa to protest, and you're there sitting at home? What the hell is wrong with you? Are you crazy or something? I don't just get it. What's happening? Is it not touching you? Are you not feeling the heat? In fact, I'm very pissed that I don't want to use the wrong words. I'll just drop it here because I know our time is fast spent. Thank you very much.
I don't need to say any more thing. I can't believe that there are youth leaders in Labour Party and in PDP and in ADC. Where are the youth leaders? Where are the leaders of the movement? If we win, when we win this, they will say it is them that won it. So where are they?
Yes.
After all, if we win, we have no stake in it. If today Bat is out of the way, Labour Party and PDP, they will say they are the ones. So where are the leaders? Where are the officials? Ned, I think you've said it all. Everybody was so on point today. Everybody is so on point. And you know what? We just reserve the anger and come back tomorrow for this. This is how it's going to be. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. We have to keep this going. It's so important that we're doing this online because we're going to share it to all of them. And we're going to even share it to Mr. Peter Obi so that he can see. Rather than telling the youth to calm down, he better wake up. Like Cecilia said, we'll take the protest to him. We are for everybody, we are for nobody. We just want a change in Nigeria, regardless of who takes the benefits. This is what it's about. We're angry with everybody that does not want us to succeed. Everybody. Anybody that is telling you to calm down, you are part of our problem. Calm down for what?
Yes, 100% part.
Calm down for what?
Absolutely. Anybody that does not want a new Nigeria is an enemy of Nigeria, and we are taking the protest to them.
Yes,
We'll meet them wherever they are. We'll meet them in their homes. It's too much.
Yeah.
Any elder that doesn't want to respect themselves will be disrespected this time.
Really?
In this season, no elder. If you're an elder and you cannot speak out and you cannot condemn evil, we will insult you and disrespect you. We have gotten to that point. If you like, be an archbishop.
That is the level we are now.
That is the level.
If you like, be a man. If you like, be a rama.
Abba, it's too much.
Enough is enough.
The hands in our eyes. There are hands in our eyes. We are bleeding. Our hearts are bleeding. And anybody, and our principal, I call him my president because I know he will be. We want you to come out. You tell us what we should do. You can't just come out and give us yourself. And then after we have come out to kill, we don't understand you any longer. You need to come out and tell us. You just need to come out and speak. We want to hear you speak. We don't understand even our legal team. We don't understand what they are doing again.
Baba cannot speak because he's doing what he wants to do. Baba is a way to fix the seat. So he doesn't have our time. The toothpick is always in his mouth. So whenever he's tired, he's just counting days. The man is just counting days to run away. So there's nothing he can do. His own is he will run away, leave the country to burn. So
we will not allow him to run away.
Very soon, the airport is going to be blocked very soon. We'll block the land, we'll block everywhere.
I think all of us that are here, okay, we actually need to be saying this on the streets. It's not frustrating.
This is exactly what I was expecting.
We should all give the space and go on the streets on the 17th.
I'm saying it on the street, so we are saying it. We were there yesterday.
Let me just say something. On the 17th, this is the last chance we have to go out there. We should not be waiting for rice or drinks. It's so annoying when I hear that people are not coming out because they are not being given some food, refreshment. All you need to do is to come out, get some breakfast at home. By the time it's lunchtime, it's time for you to go back. You're not coming there for any party. You're coming there to save Nigeria. Nigeria is on fire.
Exactly.
Yes.
We need to come out and fight for our lives.
Exactly.
I'm so angry. I'm really angry with the Nigerian youth.
Today's protest should be shared across. I will share it to Mr. Peter Obi. Let's share it to Atiku. Share it to all the youth. Share it to everybody. Let them hear what we have done here today and let them come out. Let them watch it. Thank you. Today, we are not even taking a pledge to anybody. All the voices, that is how we're going to end it today. We are ending it in anger. Let them, that is the protest today. We'll see ourselves tomorrow. God bless you and good night, everybody.
Yeah, thank you.
Good night, doctor. Good night, everyone.
Thank you.